Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boy GD, the sports actor, and we are here with a post breakdown of that New York Giants versus Cowboys game. Definitely the outcome was not what we were looking for. This game was a hard one, folks. Big shout out to my boy Jacob for making sure that I get these videos out and keeping me accountable. This one hurt. This one took a few days to digest. Definitely, over it. 0-2, it is what it is, but at least it's only 2 games, and there's a lot of games left in the season. You got to keep that mindset when you're going down a rabbit hole and you're going down just what exactly is going on with the New York Giants and being able to close out these games and get these wins. But, a lot of positives to take away from this game. Scored a lot of points, more points in a game than we scored the last. I can't even remember the last time we were in a overtime game. We put up 37 points. Unfortunately lost to the Cowboys by 3 points. They put up 42-37. And I really think that we need to discuss the kicking. Okay? Because I get it. Having a game close out because of a kicker, it's up to the defense to make sure that the kicker can't even get in position. But because of the new kickoff rule and the ball basically starting at the 35, all you need to do for most of these kickers is get 65 yards out. That's all you're trying to do. And with the game on the line, with something like a kick to end it in overtime and to be the deciding factor, I mean, it was hard to see. At this point, I wish kicks were only valued at 2 points. Like a safety or something like that. Or maybe or maybe we got to look into something, but I don't want to complain too much because the game is the game. You don't want to complain about the tush push. You don't want to complain that kickers are kicking from too far. It's up to your team to do better, but I'm just saying, for it to end that way, and what was going to happen, what type of kicker the Cowboys have in Aubrey. I just don't understand why we played defense the way that we did, especially in those last few minutes. But we're going to get into that for sure. But we're going to start off this game just saying that this was an incredible performance for Russell Wilson. I definitely would assume that Russell is still safe and has secured himself for at least a few more games as the QB1 for the New York Giants. I mean, the display that he put out on there was 30 for 41, 450 yards, and 3 TDs. I took Russell Wilson in actually 1 or 2 of my fantasies and started him this past week. I won in all of my fantasies that I'm in. I'm currently in 4. And because of the display by Russell Wilson and Malik Neighbors, definitely racked me up a lot of points. The defense played and started off strong, but going into overtime and losing the game, -3 points. I'm glad I didn't need to rely on the defense at all. I didn't need to rely on the defense. Offense did enough for me to be able to win these games. But as we look in, as we head back to the green, as we look at the gridiron and how this translates to real life, Russell Wilson did an amazing performance. And that's the type of Russell Wilson that we're wanting to see. That's exactly why they signed Russell Wilson, because not only is he a competent quarterback, but he's proven against the Cowboys that he can also be a good quarterback, more than serviceable. So I'm hoping that he continues to show this. And you see the work there, you see the effort and the connection. I mean, he was able to spread the ball around between Scadaboo catching the ball. You had Tyrone Tracy catching the ball well. Theo Johnson, Darius Slayton, I believe, went for about 52 yards. 61 yards. You had Wandell go for 142. Malik Neighbors 167. Wandell records a touchdown. Malik Neighbor records a touchdown as well. Cam Scadaboo rushes a touchdown in. It was just a really good performance from the offense. And the offense didn't really lose this game. I mean, besides one person, and I believe he's been beaten up enough. I think deactivated his Instagram for a little bit. But James Hudson III, my guy, oh my gosh. At one point, I was yelling so hard at the screen, I just don't understand what was going on. I mean, I believe he had 4 or 5 penalties in a row. I mean, that's something that I've never seen before. I mean, I get you have 1 or 2, but the manner in which you were getting him, and then getting so frustrated to where all of a sudden we were just getting pushed back. It definitely hurt a lot on a lot of plays. That play to Wandell where he caught it and got all the way down at the 2 or the 1. Could have given us an early lead. Some of Malik Neighbors' catches, his passes were called back. Some of Cam Scadaboo's runs were called back, and it's just like, golly, how many times can we shoot ourselves in the foot, guys? Get it together, clean it up. But like I said, there was a lot of good things to see the ball being aired out. That was probably the most exciting thing to be able to see the ball move more than just check downs, 5 yards, 10 yards. The ball was moving down the field, and that's credit to Russell Wilson and these wide receivers. And also the offense was giving them time, especially when James Hudson the third finally got sat down and sent out. You had Marcus McBow, someone who we've really been calling for because he played so well in the preseason, and because of Andrew Thomas, who we hope is back for this Chiefs game. Because of his absence, Marcus McBow seems to be the next man up, the next man who's ready, young, strong, and has a great stance off of his coming off of that 3-point. He has a great, just stance, level, can move quickly to make sure that no defensive ends can get to Russell Wilson. So I appreciated his performance. I mean, got thrown in there as a rookie because of James Hudson, the vet, not being able to perform. But I do think that the offense will clean it up. I do think that the numbers are looking better. I believe PPF gave the New York Giants a 9th for offensive line, which is good. We don't see that often. We don't see that enough. So we're seeing the improvement. I mean, we were first in passing yards when it came to leaders, Russell Wilson. We were first in receiving when it came to wide receivers through Malik Neighbors. Wandell Robinson was on that list with 6. And I believe Brian Burns right now is top 3 when it comes to sacks. So things are looking good. I think we're trending in the right direction. We just have to clean some things up. And this Chiefs game will be the perfect game to do that. Now, I'll brush over real quick some of the Cowboys stats. The Cowboys did what the Cowboys did. Dak, 38 for 52, 361 yards and 2 TDs. Nothing to write home about. I mean, yeah, the yards are great, but 38 for 52. Jesus, you're just slinging the ball all over the place, huh? Whether it makes it or not. And that goes to show that he threw the ball a lot, and there were a lot of times when completions weren't being made. So sticky defense, and I believe the defense did play well, especially in the first half. But they just allowed them to score and became a scoring battle, which it was nice to see Russell Wilson being able to keep up. You had Javonte Williams. There's no reason he should have 18 carries and 97 yards. I mean, the guy was just averaging 5.4 yards every time he was carrying the ball. I mean, and recorded 1 touchdown, as well as Miles Sanders. So these are things the run defense needs to get itself together. I know we are missing Micah McFadden. Every time I watch the game, I see Darius Muasau just looking a bit lost, just looking like he's not ready. I mean, it is his second year. I thought he was a great ball hawk when it came to intercepting. I thought he was great when you needed to have him come in to give a break to maybe Bobby O or McFadden. But as far as starting, we got to wrap that up. We got to find somebody who's a little bit better in that linebacker, middle of the field position, because Darius Muasau ain't it. I don't see the run stop. I don't see, the coverage when it comes to passing. I mean, Jake Ferguson had 9 receptions for 78 yards. CD was playing in the middle of the field. I mean, I thought that Drew Phillips, when on CD Lamb, shut him down. Drew Phillips looked great. CD had 9 receptions for 112 yards, so he's gonna get his for sure, but 0 TDs, which is great. That's what you want to see. George Pickens, 5 receptions for 68 yards and 1 TD. George Pickens we kept him quiet for most of the game, and then towards the end there, he was able to not only convert a few important third downs that we needed to shut down, but he was also able to score a TD on Deontay Banks, just creating some nice separation, which sucked to see, because that is what got them back in the game to even take the game into overtime. So there's a lot of good things. As I said, we aired the ball out. The defense, for at least the first half, looked very strong. We just need to continue to figure out the middle of the field and to continue to get pressures. Finally, I don't know if Shane Bowen's watching the pod. I hope he's checking in when I put these out on YouTube, because I'm not putting these out here for myself. But I definitely think that Shane Bowen, I'm glad that he listened when it came to having, our best guys on the field. Abdul Carter, we had Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns. The front four, the four horsemen, they were definitely there. But let's start working on maybe some blitz packages. Let's start sending some more pressure when needed. I mean, Dak had a little bit too much time, or he had the ability to convert a third down with his legs, and that comes with not enough pressure, maybe possibly coming up the middle, not enough urgency. And so that's something that I hope that the New York Giants, and I know that they are going to work on and going to fix. Now, Friday, going to be talking about the Giants versus the Chiefs and giving that breakdown in terms of what we can expect. But that is a game that I do think that the New York Giants can win. It's a Sunday primetime Sunday night game. The Kansas City Chiefs are 0-2, as well as we. And so both teams need to get a win to help turn this ship around. But I really think it's about who wants it more. And, Chiefs, you guys are Super Bowl exhausted. Travis Kelce's an actor now. So we're looking to see if we can make some noise and definitely get an upset in that game. But as I said, Friday we'll definitely break it down a little bit more and get into that. I just wanted to give a post breakdown as to that disheartening loss. And what really sucks about these losses as well, it's against division opponents, okay? You lose in your first game against Washington, a game you could have won. I truly believe, and we should have won. And then you lose again a game against a Cowboys team, which was easy bait. Should have taken that one and put a W in the record books. But it's a tough season, and we're going to continue to truck along. We're not going to count ourselves out. Losses are going to come, but it's all about just making it to the playoffs. Because once you are in the playoffs, it is 0-0 from there. And then it's a road to the Super Bowl. So we're going to keep trucking away. And as I said before, I liked a lot of the things that I did see with the ball being aired out. The offense putting up high numbers. The defense playing solid, especially in the first half. The defense, even in overtime, was able to get us the ball back. And we had multiple opportunities to put this game away. And so we just need to finish. We need to finish, and not just, with 19 seconds left on the clock. We need to finish and play until there's 0 seconds left on the clock. 0-0. All right. So that's me. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And let's keep trucking away. Let's keep believing. And as always, let's go blue.